Welcome back to the Full Grip Games Gym Leader Challenge League. I know I have been gone for a couple weeks. I was on vacation, but I am back bringing you quality GLC matches. Today is from a couple of weeks ago. This is the finals match between JD playing Hitmonbros and Hunter playing Colorless. Starting off, Hunter is going first. He has his Doduo and Bidoof in hand, benches them immediately, attaches Draw Energy to Lugia, and passes back to JD. JD draws for turn, has Stadium Nav, hits double heads off of the Stadium Nav, and is able to find probably Brooklet Hill to get out another basic. He's eyeing up Silent Lab as well. Both players here had their optimal starter, JD with Hitmonchan to start off the Hitmonbros combo, and Hunter with Lugia, which is the one Pokemon in the Colorless deck that resists Fighting type, making it your all-star in the matchup. JD searches with Brooklet Hill and finds the Hitmonlee. He can easily attack with Hit and Run this turn, setting up the special combo for the following turn. Strong Energy goes down onto Hitmonchan. And JD attacks with Hit and Run for a total of 50 damage with minus 30 for resistance. And he switches into the Robo Substitute. Going into Hunter's turn, Hunter plays Winona for turn. Search your deck for 3 colorless Pokemon. And he is eyeing up the evolutions to both of his bench, as well as setting up Crazy Code, as well as beginning to set up Crazy Code Porygon Z. Getting that Porygon basic into play. Town map down. One of the double colorless energy is prized, which is one of the more important energies in the deck, obviously, for colorless. Hunter puts down a Tool Jammer onto Lugia and draws 2 cards with Barbarrel. He has one more draw with Dodrio, and it's an Evolution Incense. And it looks like Hunter is going to whiff an energy attachment this turn, not even able to take out the Robo Substitute. That is a big whiff for Hunter, unfortunately. JD top decks a Bird Keeper, which is a great pivot option, able to keep the Robo Substitute in play without discarding it. He starts by going in immediately with Brooklet Hill to get out the third and final member of the Hitmonbros combo, Hitmontop. And JD plays that Bird Keeper, bringing Hitmonlee into the active, setting up the second move of the special combo. Hitmonlee's attack will be able to do 90 damage to one of Hunter's benched Pokemon for just 1 energy. Hisuian Heavy Ball finds no basics in the prizes. TM Devo was prized, I saw, but nothing else of too much consequence. And JD uses special combo to knock out Hunter's Porygon immediately, removing that chance to have some energy acceleration. Hunter attaches a single Gift Energy, which was his top deck, and then plays Iono. By attaching this one single energy, it means Hunter can only use his first attack, Arrow Ball, and Arrow Ball will only be doing 60 damage right now, not even enough to knock out the Hitmonlee, so Hunter's still falling behind. Draws another card with Dodrio, putting a damage counter on itself. Quick Balls away Porygon 2. And here, okay, he grabs Snorlax off of that. Squovit, I believe, is in the deck, but Squovit is not a Pokemon you want to put into play against Hitmonbros because the third member of the Hitmon combo, Hitmontop, can knock it out for an easy prize, doing 60 damage to everybody. Hunter decides not to bench Snorlax this turn, which I think is smart. No energy would have come onto it, so if it was in play, it might just take 60 damage now. So not benching it allows it to not get any damage counters on it. JD puts down Fanpea and Sandygast into play, as well as finds a basic energy off of that Team Magma's Great Ball. Team Magma's Great Ball I have found is a phenomenal card in fighting. Being able to search it off of Ball Guy and get a basic energy is just really clutch in a lot of situations. JD plays Professor's Research and gets into the next 7 cards. Finds a Trainer's Mail, and there is a muscle band, Guzma and Hala, as well as some other things. He grabs the muscle band, though he has to make sure not to attack with it into Lugia. Lugia has the tool jammer attached, so it's better to save it for later. JD retreats into the Hitmontop, going for that finishing combo to do 60 everywhere, and recognizes the tool jammer does not put the muscle band into play. Lugia goes up to 50 damage, 60 everywhere else. Dodrio at 80 damage with only 2 damage. Dodrio only has 20 HP remaining, and he does use the draw on Dodrio to put it up to 90 damage. Hunter goes for Pokegear to look at the top 7 and find a supporter. We see he has Slacking in the deck. Slacking has the lazy ability, which shuts off opponent abilities when it's in the active. But in this matchup against Hitmoncombo, as you can see, there are currently no abilities in play, so Hunter is not even trying to go for the Slacking in this matchup. He finds Arven, though, and grabs Fighting Fury Belt, as well as the Field Blower. Field blows, he blows away the Brooklet Hill, as well as his own Tool Jammer. He probably wants to put that Fighting Fury Belt on the Lugia, give it a little bit more HP, hope it survives a little longer. Again, Lugia is your MVP in this matchup. Hunter plays Energy Lotto and finds Lucky Energy and attaches it to Lugia, as well as that Fighting Fury Belt that comes down, giving Lugia plus 40 HP as well as plus 10 damage. Hunter uses Arrow Ball to do exactly 90 damage with that plus 10 from Fighting Fury Belt, and Hunter takes his first prize. JD considering who to bring up here. Looks like he is going up with the Phanpy. He has the potential with it. Oh, he has Guzma in hand. He's going to bring up the Bibarel, and with the strong energy on Hitmonchan, he can begin the Hitmon combo again while knocking out Hunter's only draw Pokemon, since the Dodrio would die if he uses his ability again. And he retreats into the Robo Substitute. JD has such a strong board right now. Hunter, just scrambling to be able to do damage to attack, now has to go through a Robo Substitute and potentially not even take any prizes. Hunter plays Rescue Stretcher to put back Bibarel, Bidoof, as well as the Porygon. Capture Energy comes down onto Dodrio, and Bidoof hits the board once again. Bidoof does have a built-in bench barrier ability, so it will not be dying to something like Hitmonlee's special combo attack. And Hunter plays Marnie. JD draws 4, Hunter draws 5. Trainer's Mail coming down, and that Parallel City is really strong right now since the Robo Sub is active. JD will have to discard one of his Pokemon from the bench. He decides on Hitmonlee, although that would be a strong attack in this next turn. So yeah, I might have chosen the Sandygast, but maybe JD, he has the Palisand in hand, so spreading 30 everywhere would take out the Dodrio, so maybe that's what he wants to do before Dodrio even has a chance to attack. He does promote and set up the Palisand. Lusamine is the supporter for turn, getting back the Brooklet Hill as well as a Professor's Research. Brooklet Hill will allow him to get more basic Pokemon as well as remove the Parallel City from play. And using the Brooklet Hill, Riolu is coming down. JD has that Lucario with the Revenge attack that can do 150 damage. I think JD planning to use that eventually to take a return knockout on Lugia on a following turn, or easily one-hit KOing Snorlax later. 30 damage everywhere with Palossand's Sandpot Trap. And we are back into Hunter's turn. Dodrio was knocked out. JD down to 3 prizes. Hunter at 4 prizes remaining. And Hunter attaches Counter Energy, which is plus 2 more energy to Lugia, with a total of 5 energy sitting on it right now. Ultra Ball comes down. And Hunter is seeking out that Bibarel, getting it reset up to draw some cards. Special Charge is played, putting back Jet Energy, as well as Capture Energy. And most often you see Special Charge in a colorless deck putting back like Twin and Double Colorless, or Powerful Energy and Double Colorless, but no double energies have even seen play yet outside of Counter Energy on Hunter's side. So it is getting used for not the optimal effect, but he is in a difficult spot right now. And Hunter goes for Deep Crush to knock out the Palossand and take his second prize of the game. And he selects the Cyclizar, the free retreat basic Pokemon. JD promotes Hitmonchan with the strong energy. 2 unevolved Pokemon on the bench right now, so it is his only attacker currently. Let's see what he goes for here. Ordinary Rod is coming down. And what is the decision? Initially, he's grabbing Palossand and Sandygast, but it looks like he's making the swap to go for the Hitmonbros, put those back into the deck. And with Brooklet Hill and Nest Ball from hand, he finds both of those Pokemon he just put back. And then he plays Research, shuffling up his deck first from the Brooklet Hill. JD will draw 7 brand new cards. He finds Donphan, he finds Energy, all things he needs currently. That Donphan just has a muscle band attached currently. Escape Rope comes down from JD. Let's see what the option is here. Does he want to give up Snorlax, or does he want to give up the Bibarel? Looks like Snorlax is the give here. JD goes back into the Hitmonchan, puts down the Martial Arts Dojo Stadium, and JD thinks this takes a knockout with Strong Energy and the Stadium, but the Stadium only works if you have a basic Fighting Energy attached, so the Strong Energy does not add the additional damage JD needs. He is doing only 100 damage instead of the 120 that would knock out the Snorlax. So an unfortunate miscalculation there from JD. Snorlax survives. However, it will go down to any spread attack at this point with only 20 HP remaining. But still, would this give Hunter a chance to come back? We will have to see. Hunter plays Guzma of his own to bring up the Hitmonlee, doing his best to stop that 90 damage from Hitmonlee's special combo coming down. And Hunter benches the Cyclizar, he benches the Porygon, and with 5 energy attached to Lugia, that is 100 damage plus 10 on Arrow Ball, and he takes his 3rd knockout. So Hunter actually ties it up in prizes right now, though JD still seems to have the edge since Lugia is the only Pokemon with any energy on it right now. JD plays Corona and grabs Hawlucha as well as an Evo Soda to get into the Lucario. Hawlucha plus a Scoop Up Net could take out the Snorlax this turn. We'll see if JD has that. Let's see, JD pings on the Snorlax to give it 10 HP remaining, as well as the Cyclizar. But looks like Scoop Up Net is not in hand now, but it could come into play later if Hunter doesn't heal up that Snorlax. And with Lucario's Revenge attack, it is enough to knock out the Lugia, even with the resistance. And Lugia goes down. JD at 2 prizes remaining. Hunter with no energy on board. Not looking so good here. Hunter draws for turn. And he plays Guzma and Hala as his supporter. Let's see what Hunter can cook up here. With Guzma Hala being played, and looks like Rare Candy Porygon is not in the hand. Looks like no attack will be happening this turn from Hunter. Hunter just grabbing the luxurious cape off of that Guzma Hala, and he uses Jet Energy to bring up Snorlax and plays Escape Rope to go back into the Cyclizar. I wonder if Hunter is just trying to buy another turn. We'll see. JD goes into the Hitmonchan again. Luxurious Cape coming down on the Porygon to give it plus 100 HP. I think he's just trying to thin his hand down, draw as many cards as possible, hoping for Rare Candy Porygon Z, and does not find it. So now that Porygon on the bench is worth 2 prizes at only 160 HP and weak to fighting. So one attack from Donphan will win the game if he can target down that Porygon. He switches back into Snorlax. And JD has Versus Seeker and Energy in hand. If there are Energy in the deck, which there is from this Pokegear, JD can just play Guzma to bring up the Porygon and win the game, take his final 2 prizes. He grabs Guzma and Hala, considering what to do for the turn. I wonder if JD sees the Luxurious Cape play. It is a little hidden there. He grabs 2 energy off of the Professor's Letter. And let's see what the play is here. Energy comes down onto the Donphan Versus Seeker for Guzma on the Porygon. Earthquake with the Donphan will do enough damage to take 2 prizes on the Porygon, JD's final 2 prizes, and win the game. JD is the first player at Full Grip to win a fighting badge. Great plays from JD, establishing a strong board state early, getting through the Hitmon combo, and Hunter whiffing energy early is really tough to see. Great play from both players. We will see you guys again soon. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.